Alright.
Wait, we're gonna do mics?
Shouldn't we be on the radio?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex, calm down. Jeez.
Shouldn't we be on the radio? What's
Look,
going
this
on?
is why no one invites you on the
I don't
things.
think...
No yelling. No yelling. No yelling. We're doing this.
Okay.
I'll get my mic.
I've been invited
get
on more
yours.
times.
All right.
Shh, shh, shh.
Okay, and I think we're on. This is the very third episode of the Three Amigos radio show.
The very third.
The
Yeah.
very third.
How am I on the audio? Can you hear me?
Oh no, I
Alright.
can't. My headphones are doing nothing right now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move the mic down a little bit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're recording here. But
Okay. All right. Well,
I think my headphones just aren't working.
as always, I'm your host, John Weinert,
I'm Matt Johnson.
and yeah, I was gonna get there.
What? I
Yeah,
can't
but you-
introduce myself?
No, it's my job.
Really? I've
I
introduced
think
myself
so.
the last two shows.
Okay. Well, today we're joined by Matt Quickdraw Johnson. And our very special guest, Alex, the Birdman of Alcatraz Spivey.
Yes, our first guest.
Alcatraz.
Yeah,
I don't remember that. I don't remember my tenure in Alcatraz.
it was a tough time for everyone.
Wow, Alex, 10 years in Alcatraz?
No, my tenure.
Yeah, 10 years.
I was a full professor at Alcatraz.
Oh wow! What was your what did you?
Ornithology.
Of course.
Oh,
clearly,
okay,
Birdman.
That's where the
Birdman of
Birdman came
Alcatraz.
from.
That makes sense. I should have known.
Yeah. Usually before you have a guest on, you research them, at least on like Wikipedia or something beforehand.
Well, okay. Yeah,
You're not on Wikipedia.
I'll just do that right
I
now,
must
Alex.
be on Wikipedia. I'm famous.
Wikipedia.
famous to us, good friend. Famous
Alex
to us.
Spivey.
Thanks, Matt.
Also, if you can't tell from my nasally voice, listeners, I'm sick.
John is sick. He almost didn't come in today,
It's true.
but I cried, I cried, and I cried, and he decided to come on.
It was a moving sight.
He's a trooper.
Oh, let's see what Spivey refers to on Wikipedia. We got Bill Spivey. We got Dan Spivey. We got Doran Spivey. Ooh, an American boxer. I could read all of them, but there's no Alex Spiveys.
You're on the wrong Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. What Wikipedia should I be on?
You have to be on the real Wikipedia, but you need the password. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Not
The
not
real-
everybody can get
It's,
on the
it's
Wow.
only for
Wikipedia.
special.
Does your dad work for Nintendo as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
My dad is Microsoft.
He works
Fight
for
me
Sony.
IRL. Once again, we don't have a theme song.
Yeah, that
Still not fixed.
someday.
We're gonna try something new. I think next week I'm gonna try burning a CD for it.
Wait, is that next week or the week after next?
Well, no,
week?
I'm gonna try to do it next week to
Okay.
make sure it works for the
Okay.
following week.
All
Should
right.
we talk about what we're doing in 2 weeks?
I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate.
No.
Okay,
it's
we'll
not, it's
talk
not, we'll
about
talk
it.
about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week.
Talk about it next week.
We got
But-
surprises.
But yeah, there's a little,
boys and
little
gals,
surprise coming. Yeah.
lads and gals, boys and dolls. That's a musical.
Boys and dolls?
Boys and isn't it?
No, it's guys and dolls.
Ah!
Boys
I've
and
made
Dolls
a
is the children's version.
I've made a
It's
mistake.
like, no, they're action figures, Mom.
It's about children trying to break free of gender roles, and with play.
Oh,
I get it.
with musical theater.
It won a Tony.
Oh,
Theater.
wow.
How do you
It's
guys spell
experimental
theater?
piece.
Do you spell it T-E-F-R? No, that's probably not. That's
That's
probably
not
not.
how I spell it.
That's probably not. But do you spell it E-R or R-E?
I spell it E-R because I'm not a pretentious person.
I spell it R-E because I'm cultured.
I also spell it R-E because apparently I'm pretentious.
Oh.
Not that you'd ever guess from my persona.
Well, the Wikipedia article has the main heading as R-E, although it does say in the first sentence that they're both acceptable.
Oh.
Both
So-
acceptable.
Acceptable, but only one is preferable.
Yeah, there can only be one.
As with Sith.
That's
That's two.
Oh, dang it, it is, isn't it?
You're talking about Highlander.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
I was
what
about
it
to
is.
say quoting a movie I've never seen.
Actually, yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I do that a
It
lot.
was also a TV show.
Was it?
Didn't see that either.
Yeah, I
It's
heard-
also
I heard,
It was
the,
before or
I heard the
after.
show wasn't very good. I think it was after.
It
too.
probably
I think
wasn't.
it was after.
Also, there's a car called a Highlander.
There is, isn't there?
Never sat in one of those even.
No,
I don't
Dang.
think.
None of
I
us
think it's
know
weird that they
anything.
sold a car where they only manufactured one of them.
That is actually interesting. I wonder how much they sold it for.
That was a joke. I've made a joke.
That took me a second. I was like, wait, they only made one Highlander? Oh, wait.
Oh wait,
Ew.
I've
Oops.
drawn you into a ruse.
I still don't think it was a joke.
It was a joke.
I think it was
I'm
true.
the progenitor of the joke, ergo I get to say what was and what wasn't a joke.
It's Matt's joke, okay? So let's just let him.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before we get any further, what's our boy? What's his name? The one who tweets it. Jared Burnham.
Yeah.
He just tweeted me a link to let me Google that for you, and the thing he Googled was how to play a theme song. Hey Jared, we're trying, man. Give us a break.
I gotta get off my back, man.
Jared,
Mom!
why?
Man. Oh, I have a whole bunch of. Anyway. Oh, John, stop coughing.
I'm sorry. I tried to get away from the mic for that one.
He's doing his best. We apologize for
I'm-
any unsightly coughs.
I'm sorry if your computer gets a virus. I don't think I'm contagious, but I might be.
I think over the airwaves you become more contagious.
So I would make sure. So if you're not sure,
It's airborne now.
if you're not
And
sure,
you're all doomed.
if you're not sure, pour some orange juice in your CD drive. And that'll help. Also, make sure your computer gets plenty of rest and fluids.
Oh shoot.
Especially the fluids.
That's. Let's see if this tea I boiled is still boiling hot.
And the airwaves wait in suspense.
Oh,
Oh,
that
it looked like it was.
that looked like it hurt. I hate.
I can't confirm it is indeed still boiling hot.
Take it. No. You gotta open the cap of the thermos.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't
Okay.
know you were getting there.
I wanted to make sure it was hot enough to make sure that it remained hot for the entirety of the show.
That's always a terrible balance to try
But
to
then
maintain.
it may not be drinkable until the end of the show.
That's probably gonna be the case. I hate that moment when you're about to drink something that is probably hot,
But you don't know.
and you don't know when the moment is where it's gonna reach your mouth and destroy it.
That
so
must
you're
be
really hesitant.
like what it's like to go to war. You know, that's probably like with the soldiers at D-Day. You know, as they felt the landing boats
Don't do this.
coming in, and they didn't know what
As
was
the
going
door
on.
slowly lowered, it's
Yeah,
like when
they're
you
like,
tip the cup
"Here,
further
guys."
and further
don't know.
forward.
Oh, guys.
They don't know what's going on.
And like you can hear the bullets coming.
Stop talking about this.
And it's like when you can like feel the heat on your lips.
No, stop.
Do you have a problem?
Moving
Do you have a
forward.
problem with us discussing American heroes, Matt?
That's
American
not
heroes,
what I
man.
take issue with. I take issue making light of American heroes, John,
I'm not making
Alex.
Wait, no, because my grandpa fought in World War II, so I can make jokes about it.
I don't think that earns you the right to.
No, it does.
Well, we'll get in
He
contact.
dies that we would have the right to, unlike in Nazi Germany.
He actually didn't die.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
I was gonna
Oh,
hope that he
he
didn't.
fought. He did fight, right?
I mean,
He did whatever he did as
well,
hard as he could.
I don't know if he actually ever like killed anyone. He was a radar technician.
Not that makes
He-
you any less of a hero.
Technical
No,
as
it really
hard as
doesn't.
he could to make sure that we could make those jokes, not like in Nazi Germany.
All right, Alex. Your joke has
Are you-
drawn thin.
Are you making fun of my grandpa?
No.
Now we're getting. Why did we bring
No.
Alex here?
Yeah, I don't.
Why is Alex our
This
first
This was
guest?
this was a bad.
This was a bad
idea.
mistake.
As opposed to those good mistakes.
It's a little
The happy little
Oh.
mistakes.
happy accident.
Oh, yeah.
My mom used to tell me when I would draw.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that she told you were a happy little mistake.
No,
Or better yet, a happy accident.
that's practically the same
It's just a
joke.
synonym.
That's the same joke, Alex. Anyway, my mom used to tell me when I was drawing things, and I would say, oh, like, oops, I've made an error. I spoke very eloquently as a boy. Oh dear, mother,
Mummy.
I've made an error on
Mother.
my drawing.
I-
This spruce tree is very asymmetrical. And she always used to tell me that there are no mistakes in art.
Oh, I'm sure we have some artists listening that would
Take
that
issue
would
with that.
Yeah, that would
I don't
definitely
think your
agree with
mom-
that sentiment.
Your mom's grades in art would have been very good then.
Guys, my mom is probably listening. And
Hi.
and Alex, this is practically the first time she's meeting you.
Hi, Matt's mom.
All right.
I just
Hi,
want
Mom.
to make it
I'm sure your
clear
art is very lovely.
that it was Alex that made
She's-
any negative comments about you, Mrs. Johnson. I'm sure you're a wonderful woman. You've raised Matt into a very entertaining co-host. So I appreciate that.
You did it, Mom. I'm a co-host now. You can die happy. Don't die, Mom.
Aw.
Oh, this just got sad. Guys, can we make this stop being so sad?
All right.
So far, we've covered the topics of parental death
And D-Day.
and D-Day. What?
Okay, let's not. You're bringing it up. You're
I'm
picking
try-
it. You're
I'm
picking
This is
it.
actually, I think,
You're
mostly
picking
your
at the
fault.
scabs, Johnson.
I'm trying to bring it to attention so that we can move on.
Okay.
Should we make it to topics?
Let's talk about entertaining things, like Kim Jong Un.
Everybody's favorite dictator, Kim
That's right,
Jong Un,
yeah,
is
he's-
making the news recently.
He's disappeared mysteriously.
Under mysterious
He hasn't been seen
circumstances.
for it's about 40 days around.
Has he really not been seen for 40 days?
Like he hasn't been seen at any like
You know-
public events.
You know what I bet? I bet he's halfway around the world.
Like
He's
his,
like
in
the
his in
south
his
of France.
in his hot air balloon
Yeah,
trying to race
He's back in 40 days. We'll see him. He'll be back in Korea.
in around the world in 80 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That's the reference.
He made a bet with one of his generals.
See, I don't actually know the story around the world in 80 days, except for the movie that came out not recently, but the most recent with Jackie Chan and somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a bad movie, but I saw it when I was young, so I
I
thought
did
it was
too.
great. I was a dumb kid who made
Weren't
mistakes
we
in
all
art.
One day.
No, Alex, I imagine that as a child, you were like a playwright or something.
I was insufferable.
See, no, I imagine
Or a
Alex,
terrible
Even more
person.
than now.
Alex was
Wow.
born like a fully formed but like small human, and then he like shed
John, I
like
think
as he grew up.
Like a snake.
Yeah.
Every time I could be like, "Where's Alex?" Oh, he's in his room under the covers. He's molting.
Like,
So he'll come out new and
like one of
baby
your
fresh.
one of your friends comes over and like he's like Alex, and he puts like his hand on your shoulder, and then like you fall over and he freaks out, but it's just like you're empty.
Just like my little inflated skin.
yeah.
this is disgusting.
Actually, when
I
I was
find-
a child, at my little brother's birthday party, I used to take the discarded skin and fill it with helium for a balloon.
I don't think there's any coming back from that.
This is terrible. This is the worst show ever. Why do people listen to this?
I don't-
would.
I don't think they do.
That's
Well,
a
they-
good point.
they-
They don't.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, they listened to it.
Let me check Twitter. Let me see if
Now
I'm getting
they're done.
anything. If I'm getting any.
I haven't gotten anything.
Are the tweets sending anything?
Jeremiah tweeted us a picture of Bob Marley. Just kidding, not Bob Marley.
Bob
Bob
Ross?
Ross. I was making I was making a joke. I knew it was Bob Ross.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I did, guys. Don't do this to me. Anyway,
If you can't
you know,
tell,
I find
John just winked at the camera.
they'll tell
That's
in a
gonna be a
week.
little Easter egg.
Oh, well, now it's going to be Easter egg that's easy to find.
I find molting to be especially disgusting, revolting. Molting
It rhymes, so
You
I
know
think
what
there's
molts?
probably.
spiders.
And birds. Birds molt.
Oh right.
They molt all their little feathers.
Yeah,
Really?
Alex
Yeah.
is a bird expert,
He's practically
Self-proclaimed.
an expert.
so that makes it true.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get there.
We
Do
are.
we want to talk about
Are
Kim
we
Jong Un?
anything?
I don't know what to say about Kim Jong Un.
Mostly just that I thought it was funny and we could make fun of him
He's
for a
missing.
while.
I miss his fat little face.
He might have gout. Is why they think he might have disappeared.
I don't know
Might
what
have
gout is.
diabetes. It's like the disease for like rich people.
But like rich people from like 200 years ago.
Yeah, it's like the
So
the
you're
old.
saying that Kim Jong Un is a time traveler,
A time-traveling fat man.
and now do you think he's gone back to his original time? He's had his fill of this world,
Oh, probably.
That may be the case.
and we'll
That's-
never find him again because he'll be 200 years ago.
Maybe he's from the future, and that's why that fashion that they have is like future clothes. You know, like how he wears.
You mean the typical repressed countryman clothing that they wear?
Yeah, well, that's future clothes.
That's really sad.
That's-
I hope
This is
Yeah.
a sad and depressing future.
this is a
that
sad
Kim
and
Jong-un
depressing
is
day
leading
at
us
the Three
towards.
Amigos.
No,
radio
he's
show.
like, oh yeah, he was sent back in time to like
Yeah. To
prepare, but they
prepare
sent
the
him back
way.
in time to North Korea, so there wasn't really anything he could do.
Yeah. Except starve more people.
Nice sneeze or something.
Oh, and it was fully in view for the camera too.
Of course,
so.
everything's in view of that camera.
So why wasn't that an Easter egg?
So that's a little treat for our viewers at home later.
Oh, speaking of our viewers at home
We'll
later,
see.
Oh dear.
whoa,
Ooh,
Alex almost pulled down the whole system.
that was me.
It was not
That
Alex.
was
Oh,
me.
it was
I'll
not
take-
Alex. I
I'll
just
take the
blamed
blame.
him.
Anyway, Matt, what were you talking
I
about?
was our YouTube account
Oh, yeah.
was permanently deleted.
Wait, was it deleted?
That's what the thing on YouTube says. I'm holding out hope that's not what happened.
I hope not. Well, I mean, we didn't really lose that
something
much,
happened with my George Fox like Google Apps account where like it said it was disabled by an administrator. so that like the Google apps include like Google Drive and YouTube and things like that. So I talked to IT and they were like, I don't know what happened. We'll look into it. That's weird, man. Direct quote. Thank you, IT. And so hopefully that'll be figured out. Hopefully that the account wasn't permanently deleted because uploading those videos took a really long time. But we'll get it fixed. We'll figure something out. Deal with it. Tweet all your complaints to @JohnWeinert1. But that's the story with YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube. Thanks, Google.
YouTube.
Appreciate it, Google.
Do we want to go through our lists?
Let's go through our lists.
So I got a story.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was on the internet.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I haven't. What's the internet?
Well, it was a military project connecting like research universities across the nation,
Oh,
and it was invented by Al Gore.
and they have stories on it.
Thank you, Al Gore.
Yeah.
John, thank you for making that joke. I make that joke a lot, and nobody thinks it's as funny as I do.
You didn't even seem to think it was funny just then. You just kind of like went, huh, thanks, Al Gore.
It's because it's not actually a funny joke.
I can't
anymore.
laugh at everything all the time. That can't just be my job.
But
I'm
you
an
have such a
important-
pretty radio laugh.
I don't know if it's a very good radio. I think a radio laugh is more
Like
composed and
just
and
sort of like a deep chuckle, like.
See, no, that was
I don't
spooky.
That was
think
creepy.
yeah.
That was spooky.
I'm
Say
sorry.
I heard that
Halloween.
in my headphones, and I can't usually hear anything in my headphones, so that tells me that it was spooky.
Because I got the sick voice.
Anyway, wow, we just get so off track. What was your story?
Yeah.
So, in the small town of Wasco, California.
Speaking of Wasco, just kidding. Keep going.
So, anyways, that was a joke from last week, Alex.
Oh, I
don't
forget.
remember
That's a
that.
catchphrase, isn't it?
It's a callback to last week when we couldn't stop saying. So anyway, please just get to the story.
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna die in
In the
here.
small town of Wasco, California, there's been a number of events where clowns have taken creepy pictures of themselves in middle of the night and then posted them on Instagram.
Why? Is this
Because-
a Halloween kind of thing?
I don't
Or
know.
does this city just have an unusually large population of clowns and they're just doing clown stuff, clowning around? Other clown jokes, rainbow hair, afros, red noses, big shoes.
I really don't know how many clown jokes can be made.
I just listed a whole bunch.
Surprisingly. No, that was just a whole bunch of words.
Here, I'll tweet
Aren't we
the
all
video.
just a whole bunch of words?
Deep down on the
Deep
inside.
down, we're just a whole bunch of words.
That's deep, man.
I tend to be deep. I'm like the ocean.
That reminds me, if we ever
But
run
not the parts of the ocean where it's like really close to the shoreline.
No,
where
I'm
it's,
not-
Like,
just the-
shallow
just
and
the
only comes
deep
up to his
parts?
ankle. Yeah, just the deep parts.
with all
of
the
the ocean.
spooky fish.
Yeah.
Man, there are so many spooky fishes.
There are a lot of spooky fishes.
So
Anyone on Twitter, I just tweeted a YouTube video explaining the clown thing because I don't really want to talk about it.
Wait, why not? I need to know.
Because all the information was in the video and I don't want to play it right now on air.
Alex, I'm getting tweets that you're hard to hear.
I'm getting tweets.
You're not getting.
I'm not getting tweets.
No,
at
you're
all.
not- he's not on the Twitters.
I'm not on the Twitters. I have not joined the Twitterverse.
Oh, I got a
That's
tweet
not
also
the
that
thing.
says that Kim Jong Un was spotted yesterday.
Oh!
Kim Jong Un is back from the past.
Oh, what a relief.
So I know what happened. 40 days ago, he time traveled to today.
Oh.
He just didn't want to deal with these 40
yeah,
days.
maybe he
for
had
some
like
That
reason.
makes
some. Maybe he had like a big
I
assignment.
bet it was his
Yeah.
birthday, and he really doesn't like people singing him a happy birthday.
He's really embarrassed about it.
I get that, Kim Jong.
Yeah. What a guy.
How do you say his? What would it-
However you want to. He can't hear you.
Isn't Kim Jong like the family name, and his name is
I
Un?
think so, yeah.
So what
Because
I say?
his predecessor was Kim Jong Il.
Yeah,
But
his
then,
daddy.
but it was Kim
Kim Il Sung was.
Il Sung.
was
yeah.
the first
So I think
of the
Kim
guys.
is the
First
family
Kim?
name.
Oh, you're
that
right.
makes
Jong
sense.
Un is probably his name.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I was talking to him just buddy, I'd be like, "Hey, Jong Un,
Yeah.
missed
yeah.
you,
That's-
missed you, big guy."
Yeah.
This
then-
past 40 days.
Yeah.
When
Thanks
you
for
were
coming.
in the past.
Thanks for coming back to the future. Well,
Thank you,
We
man.
missed you.
glad he was found. We really need that guy around. He's very important for the global ecological end of a sentence.
Entertainment.
I couldn't. I don't know. I ran out of words there. I used them all up.
Wait, is
All
that,
the
but
words inside you.
but
But
if
you're
you're-
made up of so many words on the inside.
I was gonna say, if we're made up of words,
Does that mean Matt's
Then-
dead?
Matt.
Matt, you're not moving, Matt.
All right.
Matt, just blink at us. Just breathe.
So,
Okay, joke's
oh, thank
over. I'm
goodness.
back.
Like Kim Jong Un.
Like him, I'm back. Like Kim Jong Un.
Oh, we should record that song.
I'm back like Kim Jong Un. Hey, I know that would get viral.
Yeah, probably.
Like this.
Ah,
That kind of viral.
Remember,
sickness.
inoculate your computers.
I hope I actually didn't do that too close to the microphone because that would have been really gross. I'm sorry, everyone.
I would really hate it if they couldn't hear Alex but could hear your disgusting snot blowing. That would be a travesty.
I actually.
No, just both of you just talk closer to it.
But then I have to get closer to his sick face.
Hey, that is
You were already sick.
He's sick too?
That's
Are you
not
telling
the
me
way
I'm
he's
in
sick.
this very enclosed space with two very
No,
sick
no,
persons?
he's not sick anymore.
No.
What is
But,
that?
but
What is
he's
that
one of
supposed
the
I
people.
was sick.
He's one of the
Has-
people who gave this to me.
Has he
Yeah.
molted
I did molt recently.
out of
That's
his sick form?
actually, whenever I molt, it generates a disease. Thus
Random
far,
disease.
it's only been colds.
Ugh.
But doctors tell me they'll become more dangerous as I grow older.
What were we talking about?
Nothing.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Do you have any stuff on your list?
Let me read you the first topic on my list. Taco Bell Snapchat marketing / spooky skeleton. That is the first thing I have written down.
Do you know what that means?
I remember
Yes, I
that
do know what it
conversation.
What?
I remember that conversation.
Yeah, I was just gonna say something about how Taco Bell has this really odd thing where they're very active on the social media platform Snapchat. You know, the one where they send you like self-destructing pictures, basically like 10 seconds long or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That seems like a difficult thing for a company to be a part of as a marketing campaign.
It's they did it like one of the first days I started being friends with them, quote unquote friends. Taco Bell. Hey,
I think you're friends.
No, you just call him Taco.
Hey, Mr. Bell.
Or John.
That's his dad.
No, yeah.
No, just call me Taco. Mr. Bell's my dad.
and then he sits down on his chair. Then he
Backwards.
turned around.
Just like it was like 3 weeks ago or something. They had like a headquarters tour on their Snapchat. So it was like 10-second long videos of like their headquarters in wherever their headquarters is, Taco Bell USA. It was really weird. And then they did like an advertisement for their new like they have like a new drink or something, and it was on Snapchat. And it is the strangest use of social media that I've seen like a huge company ever use.
That's pretty weird.
Also, I just really like Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I enjoy the Taco Bell.
That's
as
where we
well.
went last week after the show.
That is.
That's not happening today, by the way.
No.
I don't want it.
I don't want it. I don't either.
I don't like Taco Bell at all.
Oh, okay. That's like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
Don't do that! As perfectly comedically timed as that was, John, don't do that. Oh, also the spooky skeletons part of
I
that.
was wondering about that.
I went to Taco Bell the other day.
Were there spooky skeletons there?
There was. I pulled up to the window. I look up, and in the corner there's this orange spooky skeleton just looking down at me, and I was like, getting in the mood. I see, getting in the mood for spooky skeletons. That was it. It was stupid. It was a dumb thing to talk about. I always have dumb things to say. I'm
That's
dumb.
okay. We love you anyway, Matt. But not in that way. Just, casually. As a friend.
Platonic.
Platonically. Mostly platonically. Yeah, platonically.
All I think about when people say plutonic is the planet Pluto. I'm sorry.
That's because it's platonic.
the
Yeah.
dwarf planet Pluto.
I think plutonic is actually like something to do with radioactivity.
Are you telling me that platonic actually comes from Pluto?
Yes. Because Pluto is so far away from all the other planets, it could never be in a
This is
romantic
not an
relationship
actual
with them.
definition.
No, it is.
No.
No, it isn't.
Plutonic isn't even a word. I don't think.
Google it.
There's plutonian.
But platonic isn't spelled the same way that Pluto is.
No, it's platonic, like Plato.
yeah, like
but it
Plato.
does come from the planet Pluto, which could never
No, it
be in
doesn't.
a romantic
I
relationship.
think
with
now
other
I think it
planets.
comes from
They
Plato.
can only be casual friends.
Wait, do you actually think Alex is being serious right now?
Have I been had?
You have been
You've been
had,
had.
sir.
Dang, I hate being had. I'm always had. People get me had so well.
Why, look at that. It's a word.
Oh, plutonic is a word.
Plutonic.
Adjective. Geology. Relating to or denoting the igneous rock formed by solidification at considerable
Wow,
depth
nobody
beneath the
cares.
Earth's
Moving
surface.
on.
I was right. It was a word.
Oh, 'cause probably
I was wrong. I have no idea what
But
it
it has
means.
nothing to do with the planet.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, but it does have something to do with the god Pluto.
Yeah, but nothing to do with the planet.
Yeah.
Which is why it's underground stuff.
Oh. How about that, Radioland?
So anyway, speaking of millennials,
Who was
Sure.
talking about millennials?
I had no
talking
one,
about a
but that was
time-traveling
a
dictator.
comedic shift of tone.
Oh.
But now that we're talking about
Well, we were
millennials,
talking about Snapchat. That's sort of a millennial thing. So the White House recently.
the what?
The White House.
Oh, White House.
Ah.
Sorry.
What do you think I said?
I thought you said wine house,
The Wine House.
and I thought you were confusing it with the wine skin, which is some sort of publication here.
Oh yeah. No, the White House recently released a report about millennials. You know, talking about like statistics and stuff.
How lazy we are.
No, well, it's trying to put a positive spin on it. Doing its
Oh.
best. Doing its best. But
Doing its best to justify our existence as a generation.
it also did it in
Are we
as
millennials? Is that
Yeah.
our generation?
yeah, we're millennials. I
Oh,
think
okay.
we're millennials.
I don't know.
I don't define myself by what older people tell me to define myself as.
That's an excellent point.
That sounds like something a millennial
Don't
would
trust
say.
anyone over 30. Isn't that the thing that people said in the 60s?
I don't know.
The
Maybe
people
it was
who-
Let's ask Kim,
The people
Kim
who are-
Jong Un. He would know.
He's been there.
Hey Jong
Or at
Un, would
least
you
been
mind
through.
going back to the 60s and telling me if this was a thing? What were we talking about? Oh, your thing. What does it say?
I was trying to think of a joke about Back to the Future, but like one of the words changed to like back
Are you-
in the future. That doesn't work.
Are you
No.
done thinking about that?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Let's think
we
about
move
something
on
else,
to speak
John.
Okay,
about that?
so the millennial thing.
The
Yes.
millennials.
So the White House decided to release this report in as apparently as condescending way as like they possibly could.
As the White House often does.
Right? Yeah. So
Nice joke.
Thanks.
topical.
Very topical.
Ah,
So I'll just read. So millennials. This is like an infographic. So talking about millennials. Talking about the Great Recession. Oh boy.
Is that what we're calling it?
Apparently.
I have heard that before. Because depression is too depressing of a term.
Well,
Which
it's
is
already
funny
taken.
because actually depression was coined to make it sound less scary than the previous term for that sort of thing, which was panic.
Depression is less scary than panic. I don't
Yeah.
think it can
Yeah.
really
I don't know
argue
why
that.
anyone would call anything the panic.
Panic
Well,
is
it's-
probably the scariest term there is.
Because it is a panic. You get people, freaking out and selling all their stuff, and you get runs on the banks.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Anyway.
Thank you for reminding me.
Anyway. So they give all these statistics, but they also include everyone's favorite little iPhone doodad
Oh, this.
emoji.
God.
So, for example, here's the sentence. But while graduation is more important than ever before, it also costs more money. However, instead of graduation, it had a little emoji of a graduation cap. Also called a mortarboard, in case anyone's curious. And a little emoji of like a bag of money.
I think the next sentence is even better.
Oh, so as millennials emoji of a mortarboard, debt goes emoji of an arrow pointing up.
Except the best part of this, it's not actually pointing up. It's pointing up and to the right. So really it says, so as
Like a
millennials'
graph.
graduation debt
Yeah.
goes northeast.
Ah,
Why can't they just
don't go
line up
to don't go to
arrow?
Maine.
it's all those northeast bankers taking their money.
Gosh darn it. Holding it all the way in Augusta.
This is so terrible.
Oh, and you've got a recipe for. It so
Light
talks
bulbs.
about everything that Obama's doing,
Oh,
Thanks,
Obama.
Obama.
and you've got a recipe for
Thank
a
you.
light bulb, and then American flag apostrophe S. 21st century economy is creating new industry and commerce. Blah blah blah.
So now the question
Wait, what does the light bulb
the country
mean?
doing it? Is the
Like
flag
ideas,
doing it?
maybe.
Is the American flag a stand-in for the flag community in general?
No, it says, and now you've got a recipe for light bulbs. I thought we had already had that.
I
Well,
thought
and-
we had that since
Wait,
Edison.
I thought Obama was like banning, or not Obama. Well, yeah, Obama was like banning like incandescent light bulbs.
I think the song was the best
Wait,
part
is
of
he
that.
actually? I
It's
think I
actually
remember that.
the theme song now.
What?
Just John going,
Obama.
Obama.
Yeah, well, we can't do that because it
Hey.
won't work.
Oh,
Obama can't take these guns.
He's pointing to his arms.
He's
for
pointing to
Yoland.
his arms. Note that neither of us used the term biceps. We just said arms.
That's true.
That was on purpose.
See, I did that on purpose for comedic value because anyone who knows
Sure you
me
did.
knows that my arms are essentially skin and bone.
Aren't we all just essentially skin and bone?
No,
That's
no.
deep, man.
Matt,
spooky.
we're all words. We're all just words,
We're
Matt.
words, skin, and a spooky skeleton.
Spooky
Side of each
skeleton.
of us. Here's another good sentence. Millennials have better health insurance options than their emoji of an old man and an emoji of an old woman
Are
did
those our grandparents
when they were
or
young.
our parents?
I'm trying to talk.
I'm talking to you.
Did when they were young, thanks to the Affordable Care Act. Okay, now Alex, now you can talk.
I'm already done talking.
But okay.
Oh, this is so terrible.
What?
You guys are just fighting like. You guys are fighting like an old emoji of an old man and emoji of an old woman couple.
You're not the man I invited on this show.
I get it. Like, anyway.
Like old people.
Aren't they just the kookiest?
They just are.
God.
Also, it looks like, what is this? The uninsured rate among millennials is going southeast to Florida.
Oh, because they're all going to get
Florida
old.
man.
Do they... Okay, someone needs to answer this for me because I don't have an iPhone. Do they not just have arrows that go strictly up or down?
I think...
Do they all go to corners?
I have an iPhone, but I don't really use emojis all that much. I think there is, because it wouldn't make any sense
I
not
know,
to.
that seems like a grave oversight on the emoji maker's
I
part.
think they're using the arrows like in graph form.
Yeah.
So like it's going
Because
down,
it's going down on the graph.
on a graph.
And it's going up on the graph.
That is an incredibly out-of-touch way to use those.
This is
Yeah.
this is an incredibly out of touch thing to do.
I suppose that is fair, but I mean,
also,
just... Oh, sorry. what
final
were you
sentence. All of that means staying emoji of a muscly bicep, flexing, isn't a roll of the emoji of a die.
saying? Staying strong?
I'm assuming
then?
healthy isn't a
Okay.
roll
I
of
think
dice.
it's healthy.
See, I
think
was
it
able
like
to,
staying ripped.
as a millennial, I was able to decipher that because this relates to me.
This shows
I
how
feel
in
like
touch
Obama's my friend.
Thanks, Obama.
On Facebook.
Really?
Obama, you really get us. Thanks, White House. Thanks for understanding us so well.
Let's go play some basketball with all of our young urban friends.
Let's play sports in the sports hall,
Yay!
Oh.
and all sit together at the cafeteria.
Sporting something.
And later we can go out for a sock hop.
Yay!
Down at the soda fountain.
This is one of the most out of touch things that I've seen the White House post, and they post quite a fair amount of out of touch things trying to get
You know,
it.
Well,
I
was
never-
it you that showed us that video that was like the montage? It was like a video game montage.
Yeah, it was like a montage.
It's like,
It had dubs. It was like an ad to watch the State of the Union address, but it was backed by like dubstep music, and then they had like graphs flashing on the screen and like text, and it was and it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What do you guys think?
Jeremiah Crisp is tweeting us, is this called a vine?
it is a vine.
Of
Good
Michelle
job.
Obama with a root vegetable singing turnip for what and then bobbing rhythmically to what I can only imagine is the beat since we don't actually have the sound playing right now.
I'm gonna share that.
That
I'm gonna
is
favorite.
just terrible.
It is quite an incredible thing to
I don't
watch.
I don't understand what goes on in their minds.
Looking at the video, I don't see how it could be fake.
No. I
Because, I mean, that's-
actually think I saw that this actually happened. Like,
But I have such a hard time believing that.
But
Why
also
is she
there's
so
also-
intent on
Hashtag
turnips?
turnip for what? Because she's about the.
she's about healthiness.
Eating well.
Eating well. That's her big.
Are
Her big
turnips
thing.
really even that healthy of a vegetable?
I mean, it's better than like.
She's telling me it is.
You know,
I
I guess
believe
That's
her.
true.
Yeah, she knows.
She has strong arms.
I think that's what that emoji means.
Oh.
It's Michelle Obama's arms.
That makes sense.
Michelle Obama's arms.
That joke was from 4 years ago, at least.
Doesn't she still have arms though?
Well, yeah, but it's not like that was the big deal.
That's
I never
true.
understood
cute.
why that was such a big deal.
I don't know.
I think people
But
just
I'm-
wanted to like her.
Yeah.
And it was
there
like-
really wasn't a whole lot else to latch on to.
I guess.
Oh,
I mean,
don't say that.
I'm sorry, that was me. I'm sorry.
sorry, if you're
Michelle
listening
Obama.
to this, Michelle Obama.
I'm sorry, Mrs.
Um,
Obama.
Cool.
Yeah.
Actually,
hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, show us.
If you
show
can
us
make a
to
vine
Barry.
of us, that would also
Michelle
be
Obama, if you're
a
watching,
benefit, I
make
think.
us a special vine with your turnip
Oh yeah.
with the trendy hashtag.
We're gonna
Actually,
let you do all the
hashtag
creative
free
parts of
wheelie.
that. Hashtag
Michelle
free
Obama, can
wheelie.
you tweet hashtag free wheelie?
Oh, that's why.
That was
I
the
remember this
skateboard
hashtag.
band.
Yeah, because of the skateboard band. I listen to this show sometimes.
Sometimes.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks,
You're
Alex.
welcome, John.
All right, next item.
You're welcome too, Matt. Because this is also your show as well.
You got anything? You got anything? It's because the angle that we're sitting, I have to face away from Matt in order to look at the microphone. So I keep forgetting that I can't look at him when I'm talking, or else
Alex
he won't
and
hear
John
me.
are sharing a mic.
We are.
It's actually
That's
pretty
why they're
Is it
hard
cute?
to hear.
Is it cute, Matt?
No.
Oh.
Stop it.
Never mind.
List. After my Taco Bell thing on my list, the next thing is we watched a spooky movie / I like spooky movies.
Wait, was that the... What was the spooky movie?
It was called Deliver Us from Evil. It was just
Oh, was that the one that I came in on for the end?
yeah.
That was a spooky
And that
movie.
I saw not at all.
Yeah. When I wrote we, I didn't mean you guys.
Oh.
Right, I
meant,
know.
I meant me
understand.
and other people.
I
Oh.
just wanted to know if I understood the reference.
I really didn't want to talk about this. I just wrote it down because it happened, and then I think it's a funny sentence. We watched a spooky movie / I like spooky movies. It is the month to watch spooky movies. It's
Well,
Halloween is this
What month is it?
It's
Halloween-tober.
It's Spooktober.
Oh, wow.
Next week we have Thanksgiving Ember. And then,
Did it take you a little while to remember what month Thanksgiving was in?
yeah, Thanksgiving Ember.
I think that's
And then
fair.
the week after that we have Christmas
Don't you mean
Ember.
month? You keep saying week. Don't you mean month? Next month?
No, Matt.
Is Thanksgiving
next week
Ember?
is Thanksgiving Ember. Next month is November.
I
Next
hate
week
everything.
is-
So anyway,
That's happening
speaking
on
of
the show
movies,
today.
I also watched a movie recently.
Did you, John?
I did.
Tell us about it.
It was the stellar adaptation of the Left Behind books.
American classics, I might add.
Yes.
Are they
yes.
though? Are they actually? I've never read them.
No.
I only read Left Behind the Kids because I wasn't allowed to read the adult Left Behind books because they were too graphic for me.
It. Okay.
Oh, are you gonna describe this film?
Yeah. Okay, so it's starring Nicolas Cage,
As all the movies
Already,
do.
we're off to a great start.
and that's the best part of the movie.
Oh,
So
well, he's good sometimes. Sometimes
he
he's
is
good.
actually he wasn't bad in the movie.
No, that's a fresh.
Just what he was
refreshing.
given was terrible. So he's an airline pilot, and you know like immediately because he's got like a big airline pilot hat and like these giant aviators that he wears.
The aptly named sunglasses of choice that
Yeah.
all aviators
Yeah.
wear.
And so his daughter comes home from college wanting to talk to him, visit him for his birthday. And she looks like a country singer. She probably is. The actress probably is, I don't know.
She probably sings along to country at least.
Probably.
What do you think about people who listen to country?
Nothing, Matt. On with the
So,
description.
anyway, for those who aren't familiar actually with Left Behind, it's about the rapture and about how all the Christians and children, because they're still innocent, get taken up into heaven, and then all the sinners get left behind, hence the title, to suffer the tribulations of the end of the world.
Yay.
Nicolas Cage and his daughter are not believers,
Oh.
whereas Nicolas Cage's wife and son, who's like 8, do go up because she's a believer, and
As everyone knows, 8-year-olds are still without sin.
yeah, no, in the movie,
It's when you hit puberty.
Is that
sin
really a
steps
part
in.
of the movie that all the children get taken too?
yep,
But that's not theologically correct, is it?
not a lot of not a
depends
lot
on
of the
who you
movie
ask.
is,
Well, that's a good point.
I
I guess
mean-
we shouldn't be looking to the movie.
yeah,
We shouldn't be looking to Hollywood to teach us our theology.
Hey, if you maybe I shouldn't get into this rant right now, but if you go into like movies based on like Bible stories and you expect them to be completely accurate to the Bible, please stop. They won't be. Continue.
So it's handy because so after all the Christians have disappeared and people are freaking out, Nicolas Cage is trying to figure out, where did everyone go? And he thinks, oh, well, my wife was always talking about how the end of the world was coming.
As Christians do.
Right, yeah.
Constantly.
And he was like, well, maybe that's what happened, and maybe all the people who disappeared were Christians. So then he tries to figure out, like he goes through, because when they disappear, they leave all their clothes behind. And so he's going through all the clothes of all the people who've disappeared, trying to find, pieces that, connect them to each other. And so his co-pilot, he's flying the plane.
That seems a little invasive of their privacy. I
I
mean,
mean-
they disappeared, but they still might have secrets they want to be kept hidden. You should still respect those people,
Yeah,
even
well,
if they've been taken
he
away
is
to
the
heaven
sinner.
and you're left to die. That's a fair point.
Yeah. So he goes through his co-pilot stuff, and he can't find anything. And he's like, oh no, I can't, maybe I'm at a dead end. And then he finds his watch, and it's just like a regular watch, but it just says John 3:16 engraved on it. And he looks at it, and he's like, I got this. I got this. And it's like,
Nicolas Cage, greatest detective since Batman.
every single Christian in that movie had like some incredibly in-your-face, like obvious expression of their religion.
How many cross necklaces were there? Just at a rough count.
A fair number. Nicolas Cage's wife wore one all the time, including in the shower. They like
Isn't that bad for a necklace?
their daughter goes back to their house to look for her, and the shower's on, and she opens the door, and it's just the necklace sitting on the bottom of the shower because she got taken.
So, like, not even, like, her wedding ring or anything like
I
that?
think the wedding ring was there. I think the wedding ring, her earrings maybe?
Wait, she wore
And
earrings
the
in the
shower. I don't remember. It was a little pile of jewelry.
Now, to be fair, I don't have earrings, so I don't know if it's normal or not to shower with them on.
I don't think it is.
Same for a wedding ring.
I think it's
I
weird for a
believe you
wedding
shower
ring.
because in Apollo 13, she lost hers down the drain because she was showering with it. One of the
So
astronauts'
that's why you don't.
And I think that was actually right before the space thing exploded.
Everybody died.
Hey. Spoilers, man.
Oh, sorry.
So
Sorry to
anyway,
spoil that historical event for you guys.
the other thing, just one more thing that I really enjoyed, was one of the flight attendants also got taken, and so he's looking through her stuff, and he finds a journal, and he's like, oh, there's got to be something good in here, and he looks through and he's not finding anything, and then he flips over a page, and it says, Bible study tonight! Exclamation point underlined, in like big letters, like a whole page just to that.
That's how I write my notes myself, like those gentle reminders.
Yeah.
I need to take up an entire page
He's
for
like, okay, this lady is excited for Bible study. I bet this is why she didn't get left behind.
This is a clever Nicolas Cage character.
He is,
Almost
yeah.
as good as that one who had to find all the secrets for National Treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, in the famous movie.
What's that called again?
Was it called National Treasure?
No, it was
No.
his other one where he was.
You're thinking of Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's America's National Treasure.
I've never listened to Bruce Springsteen.
haven't
I was
either.
just trying to think of like the
I was
first
actually just thinking he was
famous
Canadian.
American person. I
Ted
can think of.
Nugent.
Who's Ted Nugent?
He's a musician.
Oh.
And he's incredibly patriotic.
Oh, he sounded like he would make like candy bars or something from that name.
Oh,
And when
Nugent.
you said Ted
Nougat.
Nugent,
You think of nougat?
I was
Ted
thinking either
Nougat?
nougat or like fig
Ted
Newtons.
Nougat. Hey, can we remake Willy Wonka with the main character being called Ted Nougat
It's just
and
like
have it be Americanized? Ted Nougat
So-
and the
He makes
and
like,
the overseas chocolate factory.
and he just makes really patriotic candy.
But not flags. You wouldn't eat flags.
no.
All right. Also, the only other people in the theater were like 5 old people.
That is exactly who I imagine.
There are
would see that
always
movie.
old people in the Sherwood Theater.
It
doesn't matter.
actually wasn't the Sherwood Theater.
Really?
Because that one didn't actually show that movie.
Really?
Where did you go?
The McMinnville Theater,
Oh, you had to go to McMinnville.
which was sketchy.
Oh,
It was
sorry.
not a nice theater.
that's not surprising. They don't have nice things in McMinnville.
Yeah.
Look at the college there.
Oh!
Aha!
I don't understand these jokes because I'm not from Oregon.
McMinnville is where Linfield is.
What is a Linfield?
There are rivals.
Yeah.
Are they better than us?
Eh.
Oh.
Basically, we make fun of them, and when they can figure out how to stop drinking and vomiting for long enough, they call us mean names.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how.
Thanks,
it goes.
Alex.
You're welcome, Matt. Now you're up to speed.
Now I understand. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm just coughing.
No. As people do.
You know, it happens. You know?
Does it?
Like
I don't think it
burping,
actually does.
or
So-
farting, or shedding your
Hey,
skin.
hey. This is a family show.
Coughing
Okay.
happens.
Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it PG.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Isn't
I'm
that
sorry,
PG?
Radio Land.
It's the joke.
Oh, it's the joke. Oh man, all these jokes, and they're going all over my head.
Flying right over
We
you.
want to talk birds?
Let's talk birds since we have our resident bird expert.
Oh,
and we only have
you're
15
I'll just take
minutes
this
left.
moment to say this then. They're flying over your head like a bar-headed goose, which can fly over the Himalayas when it migrates.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Spivey.
Ta-da.
He knows too much about birds, and it's dumb.
So we thought
And I don't respect you for it.
we would put your knowledge of birds to the test
Okay.
with a little.
A bird quiz.
Oh, a bird quiz.
So we got
okay.
name that bird.
Okay.
Number 1. What is the largest songbird in North America? Do you want the options, or do you just know?
I think by this, if I was younger, back in my heyday, during my tenure on Alcatraz, I wouldn't need the options. But I think now I'm probably gonna need them. Also, I've already
Okay.
read those ones, so.
Okay, cedar waxwing, the northern oriole, the common raven, and the indigo bunting.
It's the common raven.
That is correct.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
The
ravens
common
are
raven?
technically songbirds because they're passerines.
I didn't understand the last word.
Passerines is a group.
It pastors a church? Pastorings?
No, passerines.
Oh, that's why they were black.
Oh,
they have
that is
like a
actually
little
true,
collar.
That's their clerical outfit.
I'm
that's
imagining.
actually-
If you ever see a lay raven, it's in just wild,
Okay.
crazy colors.
Okay. Well, then, like during the different church seasons of the year, they wear like the different vestments and stuff.
No, it's always just black.
Okay, that's.
I'm
not,
imagining a
Unlike
raven.
humans, the Raven Church is unified.
That's not what I was referring to.
Oh.
I was referring to the sort of the anyway. Next question: what is the most popular U.S. state bird? The northern cardinal, the American robin, the western meadowlark, or the northern mockingbird?
Oh, this one. I believe it's the Western Meadowlark. I know that's the one for Oregon, but it may be the Northern Cardinal.
Which one? Which one do you want to
I'm
say?
going to say the Western Meadowlark, though.
It was
Oh.
the northern cardinal.
Oh,
I'll give it to you though, because you
Thanks.
were closer than I would have been.
thanks. Thanks,
That
John.
doesn't
I'm
constitute.
not giving it to myself.
I wouldn't either.
I
Alex.
hold myself to a higher standard.
Okay,
I
okay,
would
I'm
too.
sorry.
As an expert, I would.
What's the best way to offer water to birds? In a fountain, in a deep pool on a pedestal, in a shallow plate on the ground, or all of the above?
This is clearly a
I know
subjective
this one.
question. They should ask.
No,
me
I know this one.
Okay, this is probably in a deep bowl on a pedestal.
Yeah, so that predators can't get them.
Oh, this is wrong.
Wait,
the sound
what?
of dripping or running water from a water fountain will bring birds to your backyard. Deep bowls in which smaller birds could drown are a bad idea, as is a plate or water or bowl on the ground where cats or other predators can attack the bathing birds.
So fountain.
Evidently.
Okay, I'm beginning
Birds
to
don't
doubt.
really very often drown themselves, though.
Yeah, I don't. I think
Ooh.
a bird who drowns in a raised pedestal might deserve it.
I wonder. This question sounds tricky. What bird makes a meow call? The white-throated vireo, the ovenbird, Wilson's plover, or the gray catbird?
Guessing by your tone, I'm going to assume you think it's the gray catbird.
No, I mean
And I don't
Obviously.
actually know this one, so
That
I'm
just-
going to guess it's the catbird
that seems
as
like
well.
a leading question. Correct.
Aha.
What kind of question was that?
What makes up 90% of a hummingbird's diet?
Nectar.
Even I knew that. Come on.
Although insects do make up a large portion, larger than you might think. They need the protein in order to stay on the wing,
But less than 10%.
but less than 10%, as we see.
What bird depends almost entirely on man-made nesting boxes in the eastern United States?
Probably the purple martin.
All right. Correct.
Fun fact, often people string gourds, hollowed out gourds, painted white, and long strings across telephone wires in order to house this magnificent species.
Here, let me ask.
I don't know what you're making up and which is true.
That one's true.
Let me ask some questions.
They also build these little martin houses in
Give it
like
to me.
apartment complexes with holes drilled in the side instead of doors. Actually look a little more like hotels. Motels.
All right, Alex. Which of these birds is not usually seen at a bird feeder that has seeds? Robins, flickers, woodpeckers, or all of the above?
This would be all of the above since none of those are seed-eating birds.
Oh wait, I missed the click. Correct.
Aha!
All right. Next question. Which of the following birds is mostly yellow? The ringed kingfisher, the western meadowlark, the painted bunting, or a tree swallow? A tree swallow.
The western meadowlark, which
This
has,
must be so
has a
boring.
yellow breast streaked with brown stripes.
You're correct. It is the western
Oh,
meadowlark.
look at that.
John, is it this one?
Oh, we're asking yet
Oh,
another
yes.
question. Oh, what
Yes.
is this question? Oh, dear.
No, the next one.
This one?
Wait. Has there been a conspiracy about these questions?
Yeah. So you want me to introduce it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we know you're an expert on birds, as
Sure.
we just showed. So we thought
Self-proclaimed.
we thought we would ask you some questions about birds, but not the flying kind.
Are these flightless birds like the kiwi or the kakapo?
No, they're not animals.
Both native to New
No,
Zealand.
we're not talking about animals, Alex.
Are you talking about airplanes? Because those
We're
are
talking-
birds.
we're talking-
I used to think so.
We're
When I
talking-
was
We're talking
British-
about British women.
The British slang
women.
term for women.
Oh, all right. Are
Birds.
these British women specifically?
Well,
Yeah, well, I think
let's-
most of
let's
them are.
see.
It's a British quiz.
Oh.
Jacqueline
boy.
Cochran was a pioneer aviator and business executive, but in which industry did she launch her business venture? Women's fashion, women's cosmetics, or women's accessories?
Probably women's accessories, I would guess. We'll find out. Stay tuned as we answer more
it
exciting
doesn't tell
quizzes.
you.
Wait, it doesn't tell you until the end?
It doesn't tell you until the end.
Oh, well, here we go then.
At age
I'm gonna count that one as right then.
At age 14, to what did Emmeline Pankhurst beg her mother to take her? A women's suffrage meeting, a reading by Lydia Becker, or a debutante ball?
I'm definitely going to guess the women's suffrage meeting.
Considering the quiz is on the history of women's rights in England.
That's
How have I
probably
known that?
that's probably a fair question. How did Anne Bingham engage in her political interests? She became a political hostess, she collected signatures for petitions, or she handed out flyers at demonstrations.
I'm going to guess she was a signature collector.
The signature collector.
Signature
Signature
collector.
collector's edition.
She's the best one.
Of whatever that random British
We'll
woman
go
we
see.
heard was.
We'll go see which ones you got right here. I'm speeding through these so I can get to the end and see which ones you got right.
Oh.
Because I'm not about to ask you 10 questions about random British history.
random British suffragists.
Not to downplay.
Is one of them
the
about that
important-
lady in Mary Poppins?
Mary Poppins?
Yeah,
No, the
Alex,
mother in Mary Poppins.
So for the
was a
first
woman
question,
suffragist
you were wrong.
and
It
neglected
was
her children at home.
what? You were wrong. It was women's cosmetics.
Oh, dang it.
You're right about the suffrage meeting. And you're wrong about the third one. It was she became a political hostess,
Oh.
like the snack cakes. Let me relate that to our American audience. Oh, get it?
Zingers.
I think that's actually the next thing the White House is going to do. Is they're going to release a line of political
Political
snack
cupcakes.
Snack cakes.
I would eat those.
Barack Obama's. They're little. They're like little snack cakes made to look like Barack Obama's head.
Ah.
With like a little waxy frosting.
All right, we got 9 minutos. What do we got? What do we got that's good?
Did you read that?
I did read the tweet.
What did the tweet say?
I got a tweet it was a bird question for Alex, but he read it before I was able to ask
I
it,
can't
so.
answer the question though, sort of.
Okay. How do you heal a sick bird?
Well, really, it depends what's wrong with it. If the bird is choking, if you break its wing, you can help it breathe because, unlike humans, birds' lungs connect to all of their bones on the inside, so they can breathe through their wing. If it's sick with anything else, you should probably take it to a local either bird doctor or rescue area. You can find those at the Audubon Society.
The Autobahn? You mean like the German highway?
No, like the ancient, like the
It's Autobahn, not Autobahn.
yeah,
You just said the same word twice.
It's
pretty much.
those sound the same.
It's named after John James Audubon.
One is a D and has a T.
Yeah,
The German one is a T,
this one's a D.
and the bird one is a D.
I refuse
But
to
those-
understand the distinction, and I'm not going to.
Okay.
Then we'll move on.
Give it tweetment.
Tweetment. Tweet.
That's how
I
you
don't
Because
think that's really going to help the bird
it's-
in the long
no, it's-
run.
it's
You
a
should
bird.
probably send it to a
You
specialist.
It's a
just
bird
gonna
joke.
breaking its wing.
It's a bird joke
That's
because
gonna help it.
they tweet.
It will if it's choking.
It's Alex. They tweet like birds. The sound they make.
Not
They
all
tweets.
birds tweet though.
Alex, it's a joke.
Okay, so we're not inviting him back,
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're not inviting him back. 'Cause that was
right?
terrible.
This is painful.
Oh, hey, we have 7 minutes. Do you want to talk about the bicycle thief?
Yeah. You wanna bring him up, or you wanna
Yeah,
lead
I'm
the
the
conversation?
resident expert. I know most about this
Okay.
bicycle thief, and this is not the old Italian masterpiece, Bicycle Thief. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't seen that movie actually.
It's very good. It's in
Oh,
Italian.
I've
Do you know
heard that.
Italian?
No.
I don't watch the movie.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. I think it has subtitles because I watched it and I understood what was going on. Anyway, Bicycle Thief. Wait, why did I say bicycle thief? That's not even correct. He's a backpack thief who was seen on a bicycle.
Oh.
He's a backpack thief. There's been a string of robberies by the Seconds gang. Just kidding. By an unknown person. And he went around stealing backpacks. All around campus. He stole 5 or 6 in one day. And recently George Fox put out a bulletin, a wanted poster, if you will, with a picture of the gentleman who is suspected of back.
Honestly,
of
I was a
thievery.
little disappointed in the Wanted poster.
They really should have gone more all out with it.
Yeah, it was just a single basic color image, and then underneath it said, what was it? This man is not a student. Do not trust him. He will take your backpack. And then it had a number you could call if you saw him.
Yeah, and at the top it had person of interest.
And
yeah,
then
not even wanted.
No, not even wanted.
I wanted like sepia tone sheets.
That's
and
what
then-
I would have done.
and then his like utter. I don't know if you mentioned this, but his utterly indistinguishable face.
Yeah,
Like
it was
he-
like completely blurry and
Yeah, I mean in fact, we only know it's a man because he's wearing man's clothing. To be honest,
He could be. He
It could be a woman.
Sheep. He could be a sheep in wolves' clothing.
it could be.
he could be dressed up in someone's skin after they molted.
Oh, back to that, eh? Wonderful. So I was thinking the joke I thought of earlier is I think that we should all dress up as the backpack thief for Halloween.
Just in our Oakland, was it Oakland Raiders?
It was the Oakland Raiders hat. He had like just a sweatshirt on.
So I
And on
don't
a
think
bike.
anyone could tell.
They'd be like, "Oh, hey, you're not wearing the normal clothes you wear. Why is that?"
Oh, you're not dressing up for Halloween.
But the joke is that we would look like him, and that's the joke.
But I don't think anyone would be able to tell.
But Alex, it's the joke. That's what the joke is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a funny
Um,
one. I thought of it.
So, I just got this message from one of one of our viewers.
Wow. Good thing I'm not epileptic.
I'll just flash that for the camera so you can see what I'm laughing at.
There are hidden jokes in this program.
I'm sick.
Yeah, John's sick. It's true. I believe it. I'm not sick. All my friends have been sick,
You're sick in
like
the
for the
head.
last week. Nice. For like the last week and a half. All my friends.
I think
All of them?
You might actually
literally
be-
5 people.
I think you are the only person. Well, actually, no. I just realized I don't want to alienate people. I think you might be one of the only people who I'm in like relatively close contact with, and who I
Aw.
would define as a friend, who has not been sick in the past
Maybe
like
you're
couple
the
weeks.
cause of it.
No, that wouldn't
Are
make
you-
any sense.
Maybe you're the center.
Are
of
you
the
the-
illness. Maybe
are
you're
you-
the one who makes everyone else.
Are
sick
you
around
the typhoid Mary of the cold?
I'm the
and the vomiting too, because that was another illness that went around.
That
Ew,
was-
why are we
yeah.
talking about this?
Yeah, let's not. Don't bring that up.
Ew.
Seriously, that's
Vomiting
that's
is a gross word.
Oh,
Vomit.
Why would you?
Ugh.
Why would you? Look, well, the show's almost over, and people are gonna have
We're
that.
ending with a vomit.
They're gonna be like, oh,
So
yeah,
far-
Matt and John, the vomit show. Like that's how they're gonna remember us. You happy, Alex? Is that what you
I
want?
kind of am actually.
You're not ever
I'm
gonna
sorry,
be back
I'm
on
not
this
happy.
show.
Yeah, we are
at all.
not. We are not. Invited.
No guests on next week. Show's over.
We're done.
Yeah,
We're
that's
done.
it.
We're gonna
3
we're-
episodes. Hey, that's all we can make it.
We're gonna become
Homeless?
Yeah, homeless people. We're
Because-
gonna
because-
ride the rails.
Our admission at George Fox is based on
We're paying for it
with this job.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, hey, as long as you run that radio show, you can go here. You better not mess up. And we're like, we won't. We'll have good friends on who will treat us right, like Alex Spivey, Alexander James Spivey, the liar, the trickster, the master of birds, the keeper of cages. That's actually a really cool
That
name.
is actually pretty cool.
The
I'm
keeper
going
of
to take
cages.
that one, even though my middle name isn't James.
Hey, I made a
I'm
guess.
going to have to pick it
It
up
does.
now.
It is.
What is it,
J, though,
Jonathan?
isn't
Is it J? It's Joshua.
It's not as good as James.
I think it's better
You would.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, why wouldn't you?
because
You're
I
wrong.
mean, it'd be kind of sad if you didn't. I mean, everyone's got to like their own name, you know.
I guess.
You know, you just gotta live with it. You know, you gotta be you. You gotta own yourself. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. Anything
Hey, I was
else?
gonna say that. We have 2 minutes left.
We have 2 minutes left.
Alex, stop
Anything
I can
else
do
we
too.
want to?
it. You're a problem.
I know.
Do you want to go back in the box?
Back in the cage, keeper.
Back in the cage, Nick Cage.
Nice. Good reference to earlier.
Earlier in the show, when we were talking about Nick Cage
Yeah.
and his
Okay.
role in the critically acclaimed film Left Behind.
Oh, it was critical, all right.
Boo.
Wait, that doesn't.
The
make one.
the people were critical of it.
Oh.
It was critical acclaim, as in all the acclaim was critical.
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway,
I've understood this joke now.
do we want to talk about the second episode of Mulaney really quick? Just as sort of a an outro? 'Cause we
Yeah.
can go over a few minutes.
Yeah, here we go. Ready? Let's talk about it. It was bad.
But
Good night, everybody.
No, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as the first episode.
Okay, here's what I said about it.
Barely.
I still haven't seen either of these episodes.
Yeah, don't. It's not like you're going to be back on to talk about it, so don't. Save yourself the time and the hassle. Here's what I thought about it. The jokes that I thought were funny, I thought they were funnier than last week. The jokes that I thought were bad and not funny at all were worse than last week. It was much more extreme. I laughed harder this time.
I think you're right, but the thing is, the last time it was so boring.
It was boring this time.
But it was also funny occasionally.
Well, it was funny
And
occasionally.
I think that's better. I think being occasionally funny and occasionally bad is better than just being boring the whole time. That's my opinion.
And
I think it's.
I don't have to respect your opinion, John.
Oh.
I mean,
Wow.
Okay.
Right, well,
No, I will.
Some
okay,
things
no.
can't be unsaid, Matt.
I will respect your opinion. Just know that I don't have to.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the bottle.
That's not true.
All right.
You cut it open and
Okay,
you
okay.
put it back
from
in.
Ramona Quimby.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
I don't know what
Are we?
Mona
This is over, I
Mona
think.
Quimby is.
Oh my
Remora.
goodness.
Gamora?
Wait, you actually don't know Ramona Quimby?
Do you not know?
Is that an Oregon thing? Because she
I
was
don't,
from Oregon.
no, it's not an Oregon thing because I read it in Arizona.
Oh,
What
you're right.
It's a very widespread
Is
series
it
of novels.
Beverly Cleary?
Yeah.
What?
Famous children's author.
What?
My.
Did you-
goodness.
wait, no, you-
Wait, there was a child who was an author?
No, she was an author for children.
Well,
Oh,
you didn't
that's
have like
not
a
as
normal
exciting.
children. You were raised by like wolves in Alaska, weren't you?
Do they have children in the Alaskas, Matt?
Oh, that joke.
That's a joke that Alex has been using for about a week.
Is it
Basically,
only a week?
anytime
'Cause it
anything
feels a
goes
lot
up-
longer.
It
than
feels
week.
a lot. It feels like I've been asked this question my entire life. Might as
That's
well-
why I keep asking it.
I'll throw in as many squeaks as I can. It'll be less weird that way, right?
All right.
Do you want to end it, John?
Yeah. Let's just end this.
Let's end the torture for everyone listening.
We're so enthusiastic about this show. All right. So thanks for listening, everyone. I think we had a fun time, and I hope you all did too.
Yeah, we hope you did.
Once again, it was Matt and me, as always, and we had Alex as our guest.
He's not the
Yay.
third amigo.
He's not.
He's definitely not the third amigo.
No.
No, I mean
Not even close.
Not now.
You know,
Not
I wouldn't
the
even.
fourth amigo.
I wouldn't even count him among the top 10 amigos. Congrats, 12th.
Oh,
12?
Number 12.
Oh, 12
bad.
is still in the race.
No, it's not.
Well,
Well,
no.
it's in the race, but it lost.
But, like,
you lost the
Yeah.
race.
it's like, you know, they have the standings. It's like on the second page. Like, you're
I
like,
don't
okay,
for
there's the people
sports.
who might win, and then it scrolls over, and you're like, oh, I have to look at this for a few seconds before they scroll around again. All right, and good night.
Is that how we're ending it?
Is it?
No, let's not.
Okay, yeah.
Let's-
You need to catch your sign off in that.
Look, man, I'm sick, okay?
Wait, what's the
We didn't
one?
invite you on the show to just criticize our show.
No, because you two take care of that all on your own.
What's the one that Walter Cronkite said all the time?
Was it the good night and good luck?
Good night
Because that wasn't Walter
and
Cronkite.
good
but
luck. What did he say?
I don't
Something
know.
like that's the
The
news.
greatest generation.
Or that's, you know what? I don't care.
No,
He's dead now.
Yeah, no. Is he?
Like so many members of the greatest generation.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
I find that.
And that's the way it is.
Is that what he said?
Apparently.
And that's the way it is.
That's what Google said he said.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Google. They don't lie.
For now.
Isn't that the truth? Google's scary. Don't trust anybody. Walter Cronkite is dead. War happens. Snakes molt, and
Kim
so do
Jong-un
birds.
is back.
I think it's the end of the world. Are you guys ready to not be left behind?
Eh.
Nah.
Can we be Nicolas Cage if we are left behind?
At least that way
Maybe
I'm
if
rich
you
and
want.
famous.
If you want.
That's a fair point.
Would you rather be dead or Nicolas Cage? That is an easy question. Who wouldn't rather be Nicolas Cage? Anyone who says that is a liar. I would much rather be Nicolas Cage than dead.
Am I me if I'm dead? Because I might be
You're
in
dead.
heaven if I'm dead.
You know what, John? You're taking my question and you're going farther than I wanted. This was a simple question, and now it's not.
Simple question.
Simple plan,
I'm a simple man.
dashboard confessional, third eye blind. Good night, everybody.
I think that's a good place to end it.
I think that's a good place to end it. That up. What is this? This is the strangest playlist this channel plays.
I kind of like it.
It's interesting. I'll give it that.
Desmond
Christmas
Desmond.
Day.
Christmas Day by Desmond.